Peace and blessings, my Aquarians. I'm Dr. Jen, the Cold Coach, and I have your full moon in Taurus message. This is our blue moon because it's the second full moon within the same month, and this is going to take place on October 31st. Now, remember that all readings are general, and energy is fluid. It does not recognize timing. So in regards to this could apply at any time for you. You could be in it right now. You could be over it right now. You could be going into it. So remember, energy is fluid. So it's a full moon message, but it could apply next week, week after. So just take it however it resonates. Okay. Now I'm super excited because these are my first sign readings for the channel. I've already done the water signs, and so we're going to wrap it up. So bear with me because I'm probably going to get these out like the day right before the full moon, but it is what it is. We know that you can feel full moon energy pre-shadow and post-shadow. So within 48 hours of before and after the full moon. So you could be feeling some energy from it now. So my Aquarians, my air brothers and sisters, this applies to you if you have any placements in Aquarius in your natal chart. So if you have sun, moon, I say significant placements. So sun, moon, rising, Jupiter, Venus, and your north node. And we know north node is our destiny. So if you have sun, moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter, or north node in the sign of Aquarius, this reading could be for you. All right. If you don't know where your sign placements are, I'm going to post a link to a website where if you know you should know your birthday. But if you know the time of your birth, you can create your chart as well to see where everything falls in your chart. We got the sage burning. We've already blessed the space. So let's get into it. I want to try to keep these short, sweet, and to the point. All right. So Aquarians, when I was channeling your energy for this full moon, the word that came to me was recalibrate. We're going to see what comes out, but recalibrate. Finding your footing again in something that may have seemed off balance or, imbalanced. Kind of readjusting your footing with a project or anything you've been working with, but recalibrate. Take this time to recalibrate. All right, so let's see what comes out for my Aquarians. We're going to start with some Oracle. Let's do Alice the Wonderland. Haven't put it in a minute. All right, God, spirit guides, and ancestors. What message do you have for our Aquarians for this full moon in Taurus? And I'm a sloppy shuffler. I'll tell you right now. But I do that so they can come out as they need to. Okay. Yep, 39, uncertainty. Choose who you will become. Uncertainty. So as I said, I think that goes along with what I was meditating on and finding your footing again, and like I said, recalibration, choosing who you want to become. This is your time to make the choice. So let's read a little bit. This is number 39, which breaks down to a number 3. All right, uncertainty. Let's read. Okay, I'll read the entire thing. When Alex meets the caterpillar, he wants her to tell him who she is, what she is. Alice feels she cannot answer as she is changing so much on her journey through Wonderland. She's unused to being so tall. It feels strange to be so small. But her indecision, sadness, and uncertainty are not met with sympathy. Instead, the caterpillar gives her the chance to change herself to a size she feels comfortable with. He does not tell her how she should feel or what size she should be, but he does offer her the keys to self-empowerment by subtly letting her know she can choose her own size with the aid of the mushroom. It's rarely so easy. Empowerment cannot be instantaneously given to you. You can't decide you want to be and immediately be there. It is a journey. On the way, you will make errors of judgment, and it is only through the willingness to learn, experiment, try, fail, retry, and fail again that you will come to understand what must be done to be who you wish to be. Advice on what we must do to be empowered is on offer. But if you expect it to be easy, quick, or something another person does for us, you will soon learn the process is trickier and more arduous. Ultimately, it is far more rewarding than you could ever have thought. Good advice from an unexpected quarter. If you try, practice, and are willing to make mistakes along the way, you will become far more powerful and reach the place you are longing to be. All of that speaks to recalibration. That is basically what Alice did. Recalibration. So it's a journey. Remember that it's a journey, and no one can tell you how you should go about your journey. No one can tell you how you should feel. Okay? It is up to you. It is up to you to recalibrate for yourself. All right, I'm going to pull one more oracle and then we'll get into some tarot. Let's go. Ooh, I haven't done this before. Okay, let's use Allison. We did the Allison one, and let's use Le Vampire. Let's get to the subconscious mind. I love Le Vampire. Let's get into the shadow, more into the shadow. Spirit guides and ancestors, what message do you have for my Aquarians for this full moon in Taurus? Oh, vomit, card vomit. I'm going to take the one that flipped over on top. Compassion. It is empathy, simpatico, kindness. 14 breaking down to a 5. That goes back to this when we read about uncertainty and Alice's uncertainty and how she kind of wanted someone to feel sorry for her. I'm going to read some of this. But she wants someone to feel sorry for her, but it's like, no, it's up to you to choose. It's up to you to choose. You're choosing this. You're choosing how you want to feel. You're choosing who you want to be. So if you're choosing it, you can't expect someone to feel sorry for you. You have this. You have to learn how to have this compassion for yourself and others. But with that compassion, you have to be mindful of not to enable yourself and others, or even look to be enabled. Okay, so I'm not going to read the whole thing. I guess I could. I'll read some of it. Let's see. There are times in our life when circumstances and people and what we see have a certain horror to them. It is the horror of being unable to believe that there is such cruelty and malice and injustice in the world. Each day, if we allow ourselves, we expose our minds and our hearts and energies to events that hold enough tragedy within them for us to suffer pain on behalf of other humans, animals, and all the fellow creatures we share this planet with. Okay. Within this card are elements of your great beliefs. Your beautiful Christ, God made flesh, at his moment of being taken down from the cross, at that moment released from suffering. In this way, we want you to know that all the suffering you see, all the hardship you can observe, is undurable for us too. So we must step forward, and even God does not refuse to help, even when it comes from one who many would claim to be the opposite of all they consider to be good. When this card appears to you, know that even the unlikeliest hearts hold compassion, and sometimes they cannot bear the suffering about them any more than you can. So it says, this is an opportunity to change your mind about who has compassion within their heart and who is a caring being. For the great nurturing tenderness and yearning to ease the misery in the world through being kind to you at this time will come through an unexpected source. And there is a great goodness in their act, although you may never have thought of them as one or the kind who cares. So look for unexpected lessons from unexpected people. Lessons from unexpected people, but in the way that it's going to come to you, the way compassion will show up to help you recalibrate is not going to be in the way that you would usually expect it. In a way that's always nice and sweet and beautiful and cute and so just be mindful that the compassion that's coming to help you, the messages that are coming from certain people on your journey to help you may not be in the way that you would recognize compassion to be, or have been conditioned to see compassion. Because even in looking here, right, the vampire deck, these are children of the night. That's what we call the vampires, the children of the night. So she's a vampire, yet she's holding him or this closely. And you would not expect the vampire or the child of the night to come and help. So be open. As you recalibrate, be open. All right, let's get into some tarot. And then I'm going to pull one card from the universe, or get a message from the universe. Uh-oh, had something flip over already. I've been doing really good on this time. So I'm going to kind of, I'm always going to like go with the flow, but I want to try to kind of keep them around the same time limit, time frame. So far I've been doing like 19, 20 minutes, which seems to be perfect. All right. All right. The messages of true love, light, peace, and understanding do we have for our Aquarians? Two of Cups, and that's the card that flipped over first that came out. Two of Cups, Knight of Wands in reverse. Queen of Coins. Move these up here. Ooh, here, getting caught. Okay, too many. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have for our Aquarians? Palace of Wands in reverse. Too many. Judgment in reverse. This is our Nine of Coins, our Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Got our Magician. Two more cards, Spirit. Two more cards. We just had the Three of Swords. And the Devil in reverse. All right. And let's see, for our overall energy, we have Strength card in reverse as well. All right, let's look. Let's take a look. So we have the Three of Cups, Knight of Wands in reverse, and then the Queen of Coins in our most recent past. a good time with friends kind of turned sour. I feel like there was no longer as much enjoyment around hanging with a certain group of people as there may have been before. And you got to a point where you started to see where you had to be more responsible. Got the Queen of Coins here, so three of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the I'll do it backwards, I guess, so you can. Okay, so we have that a good time. In the way you were around a certain group of people, and it was no longer fun, and you felt like you had to begin to grow up in a sense. Maybe they were childish, irresponsible with their money, but you noticed how you had to grow up. Okay, you had to grow up, which is, again, I see where we have the Strength card in reverse. This is also telling me that, you're finding recalibration, right? You're finding your own way, or you got to a point where you were having to find your own way. Then we have the Palace of Wands in reverse, Judgment in reverse, and the Nine of Coins in reverse. So doing that kind of put you in a rut because it was different. It was different for you. Could have been a group that you have always been around, that you were familiar with, and when you separated yourself or found the strength to separate yourself from this, you had to, I'm going to use this word a lot, recalibrate to find your footing again, of what you consider to be fun, what you consider to be a good time. It's changed. It's definitely changed. It's changed. And I feel like you are also, with this Judgment card in reverse and the Nine of Coins or Pentacles in reverse, you've gotten to a point where you're trying to decide whether it was you or them. And what I feel that you're learning is that it was you. It was all your choice. It was all your choice to have this good time. It was all your choice, but it was your perception at that time of how you even saw the world when you were hanging with this group of people. But after you separated yourself, your views changed. Even before you separated yourself, your views began to change, for sure. And so you were trying to figure out what to keep around, what not, who to keep around, who not to keep around. And you're starting to learn that it's all about you choosing. Back to the Alice in Wonderland, the uncertainty, right? The uncertainty of knowing what to keep and what not to keep. See, it's in reverse. But in upright, she's like, she lets one go, she keeps one. It's in reverse. So you're uncertain about who should stay around. Even down to your belief systems, what should you keep around, okay? But in our future position here, this is looking good. We have the magician, the Three of Swords, and then the Devil in reverse. So using your resources to create something new for yourself, you're beginning to manifest something different. And it hurts. It hurts. It hurts your heart because it's different than what you've ever known. But the great thing about it, this is helping you find that inner strength, our overall energy, right? It's helping you find your own overall, your inner strength. And you're learning that you don't have to cage yourself into one thing with this Devil energy. You don't have to cage yourself into one thing. Right now we have Mercury in Scorpio, which is this Devil energy, and it's retrograding. That's it. So it's like you don't have to keep yourself limited, restricted. Use your resources. It's going to hurt because it's basically death of the ego. It's a heart. This heartache this hurt is what you've caused to yourself. It's what you've caused to yourself. But you are beginning to find that you can still choose, just as with the Alice in Wonderland. You can still choose. Be open, as we had with the Compassion card. Be open to the message coming are your help, your resources coming from someone you would least expect. Someone you would least expect. Be open to that and not judge people based on what you've known from this other crowd and based on what you're used to and the external. This is really about expanding as you recalibrate, because this is going to change your entire view of yourself in the world. I love it. I love it. Okay, so this is a new deck I got called Threads of Fate, the Shadow Edition. And I love it. I love it. I love it. This is the first time I'm using it on camera. So let's get a message from the universe. I'm not going to clarify any of this. This is pretty much where we're going to finish with this. But in future sign readings, we will go, deeper, maybe a little longer. We shall see. We shall see. All right. What message from the universe do we have for our Aquarians for this full moon in Taurus? Oh. We have nature. Nature. These cards are gorgeous. Nature. All right, so I'm going to read that. All right, for nature. It says, nature has a profound effect on our well-being. It increases creativity, relieves depression and anxiety, improves memory and focus, and rewires our stress response hormones. Studies have shown that even looking at photographs of nature can be of benefit. If you live in a place where you can easily access nature, spend some time this week to get out there. If you do not, think of some creative ways you can interact with nature from where you are. Whether that is sourcing local vegetables, plant medicine, or even spending time in a park. You can also create an altar using natural materials, sticks, leaves, grasses, flowers, dirt, rocks, sand, or however you feel called. All right, so we have the blackbird as representation as our animal guide, hemlock, which is our plant guide, which is a tree, and then rainforest jasper, which is our gemstone. And it says that rainforest jasper reminds us that we are interconnected with all things, and in that reminder, ask us to treat the land and one another as kindly as possible. In the quest for progress, humans have destroyed so much here on Earth. We must all take responsibility, and this includes taking responsibility for others' actions and making intentional efforts and reparations where you can. Rainforest jasper is a stone of life. It encourages you to find joy in the natural world around you, but to fiercely protect that life however you can. And this is so fitting, especially for you Aquarians, because you're all about what's good for all. Or that's the energy of the sign. What's good for all, humanity, information, sharing, working together. And so this is about really how you recalibrate yourself. Get out into nature, recalibrate yourself, connect with new people. Okay, again, being more inclusive. All right, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining. Make sure you subscribe, click down below, like, share, and also click the bell notification so that you can be notified when I post a new video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember, be kind to yourself and others, but don't take no shit. Peace and blessings.